how y'all just let me. Anyway, I am Sad Boy Will. We're back for some Danganropa. You don't need a clock to know what time it is. Let me know if you get that reference. Yeah, I'm stupid because the first few seconds I was just talking and y'all couldn't hear me. Well, last time, some crazy shit went down. Unfortunately, upon trying to resurrect one of our fallen students, we lost Angie. Angie died. Angie was also locked in a room. Angie was the only other person to have the key. And the only other person that was in there at the time was Himiko. She said both doors were locked. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the person actually got revived and killed her, is pretending to be dead, or Himiko did it because she was lingering around there the night before, and then miraculously, while Angie was being murdered, she was just outside the door. So we're about to see what she got. I got a little drink with me, yeah. So we're about to get into this. See what we got. Do a little investigating. Because really, doesn't look like a suicide. I know I usually say, oh, it's suicide. Doesn't look like a suicide. Looks like somebody actually did this to her. And Himiko looks like the guilty person here. But we'll see if something else unfolds. Ah, baby girl. Praise be a Tua. Golly, bro. Angie's body. She's laying face down in the middle of the room. Was anybody supposed to help her with the resurrection? Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. True. Alright, let's look at her body. I need a different, like, mouse pad. Poor Angie. Angie was kind of thick. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound from the back of her neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The laceration looks like it could have been like a blood sacrifice for this to work, but the killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely. Yeah, that's somebody came from that back door.
Well,
because it's not a cylinder lock. It's a latch. It's a latch. Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. No. But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be necessary. I think there's a blood sacrifice that needed to be done either to Atua or it needed to be done for the resurrection to occur. The wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these two wounds? Huh? What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then left the Angie's body by the shoulder. What's this doing crumbled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Duct tape with hair on it. There are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Huh. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could this mean? Did they try to, like, silence her screams?
But
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under the body.
So what?
It was partly visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Oh, well, that's true. But murder is your thing, mama. Detectives could be detecting, I don't know, roaches for all we know. You know about dead bodies. Why they had to get Angie like this tooted up? Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself over it. Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
I'm gonna die.
Do you want to stop saying that? Sorry, joking. I couldn't
Got a
resist.
minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. That didn't sound like a joke though. Stiff upper lip. See, Kaede got the katana stabbed into her. And that was in Shinguji's room. All the people that were messing with it, we gotta check some people's hands to see, because they should have the gold on their hands. Ryoma. The four effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse? I believe so. That means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gotten those ropes. Maybe the student council should block the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. The thing is, the student council explicitly were the only ones allowed to walk around after a certain time. Anyway, I know that these effigies are wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look like exactly like the real people, not just their faces, but the bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
Either way,
By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of a trial of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? It has to be a part of the ritual. Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. And I believe, like, this whole ritual took her some time to do. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone entirely? Alright. Alright, we about to summon my boy Rantaro? Yes? Alright. Alright, we got it, we got it. Alright. Katana. A katana stabbed in Kaede's wax effigy. Why would it be stabbed in Kaede's, though, of all people?
damn it!
Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let's see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah,
Ah, wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? You can't do that if you don't pull it out.
gosh.
Yes, but we do have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this?
It's a real katana, but there's a gold leaf on it.
Okay.
I believe it's the one that was in Shinguji's lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We could probably assume that this isn't a murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut. Well, it could be enough to stab. But why would they go through the effort of using this as a murder
That's
weapon?
true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be?
Perhaps because Kiyu's lab is on the same floor, they just grabbed something close by. True. They may have been in a hurry. Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
The lab doesn't contain swords or any weapons of this length.
Huh?
Oh, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. What if I start working When I first started working, I botched a mission using the katana. I haven't used the sword since, which is fine because they are a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's life is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, this is gold leaf on the katana flakes. Oh, geez. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It's pretty. It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off this
Got a
easy.
minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me and then stood in front of the Kaede's effigy. I'm going to put this katana back where we found it. It's too hard to watch. Look away. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back in the wax effigy.
By the way,
Even so, why was the weapon stabbed into this effigy, a hanging wax effigy nonetheless? Was it part of a ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than
what are you
this.
talking about?
Then what's the reason for this? I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where the weapon came from. We might have
Okay.
find a clue. Shinguji's lab? Yes, let's do that. I wanted to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Shinguji. I'm still sussing Himiko. What about this door? The door is the last back door.
is this?
The doors has a sliding lock and it's still locked. Well, they could have easily got in through the back door, knocked on the back door, had Angie open it, killed her, closed it from that side, and then walked out the front one while locking it. Because with a cylinder lock, all you need is the key.
That's true.
And because no one used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since. No. I don't believe that. I believe whoever killed her came in through that way and murked her and then left out the other way.
Hey,
And made sure they locked it. Oh wait, what's this? Look, there's gold and shiny, something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Yes, sir. So they had the knife and
Is that alright?
they closed it back. Mikey, may I see it for a second? I want to try moving the sliding
so
lock.
what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead. Do what you want. Carefully touch the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts. And softly slip the lock open.
Okay.
Just as expected, the lock will slide without much effort. Click. Whether you lock it or unlock it, this may be an important clue. Yeah, somebody came in through that way. Angie let them in, and then when she did, they locked it back with the gold on their hand and killed her.
Well,
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we use to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front lock too? I'm going to take a closer look. Yeah, the cylinder lock? Yeah. Maki walked over to the front door. Let me go there too. Hey, hey. Hey. Wait, what was it? Oh. Anything up here? I see the Justice Hammer 4. Oh, the book. The Necronomicon. Ah, this book. I'm not reading flashbacks or whatever.
I knew it.
This is the motto.
hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in the book,
Okay.
right? Yeah, check to see what the ritual entails so we know what's part of the murder case and what's not. As we look through the book, we should learn the steps of the ritual. Let's take a look. What's the ritual? Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. The size and the shape of the effigy may be relevant. You can make whatever materials you wish. It's obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, labeled with the name of the deceased. It's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be. Label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. Oh, you're supposed to burn the book. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ash on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. So she made all 4 effigies. Was she trying to like revive all 4? And close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on the back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So why did she make 4 effigies? So these are the steps for the retro.
This is stupid.
Angie really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you won't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, if that's true, but in this place, I don't think anyone can rule anything out. So this wasn't burned. Carbon monoxide poisoning, but she died of a stab wound. And then you can only use 1 effigy, so why I don't get it.
Why?
Murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible even. Why do you think that? Because student council made the rule that no one could be outside during nighttime. Everyone should be asleep. No way nighttime murder could happen at the time unless they were a part of the student council. Himiko, do you really think someone will go along with that rule? But it's a tour's rule. Angie says he punished us if we not follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they want. Angie was also working here at night. She was. No way, student council will never break on rules. They should also be asleep in all rooms to set example for others. Maybe Angie got attacked while sleeping in a room and got brought here. If so, Gunter could have saved her. If only Gunter saw. Gunter was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gunter no save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Yeah, she didn't get killed and brought out here. Are you a part of the student council? I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Tenko. It's not like I approve or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council. Both Himiko and Tenko were a part of student council, so technically they could roam around. Tenko was tired of Angie doing the stuff and brainwashing Himiko, but I don't think she would kill Angie. I think Himiko, after Tenko basically came down on Himiko, I think Himiko went to talk to Angie and she didn't like much of what she was saying, and yeah, that's what happened. So you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Angie did allow the members of the student council to enter her lab. Yes, Angie has always been away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she will only unlock the door if she heard a voice of the student member's voice. Yeah, so you got Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Angie herself. Sumigi is kind of sus because I feel like the cosplay rule, she wouldn't have to disguise herself as someone because there's no peepholes. But she probably could disguise her voice as one of the other ones. As one of the other people. I don't know if that's like a thing with cosplayers, being able to disguise their voices, but that also makes her sus too.
That's true.
I would certainly point to Tenko. She did portray the student council after all. It's not that I wanted to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonza Kibo, Himiko, Tinko, and Sumigi. Damn. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's Tinko. She could have, like, it's pointing to Himiko and Sumigi. Of that group, Tinko's the most suspicious. Nah, you're suspicious, baby girl. You're suspicious. Please don't be Sumigi. This busty brain beauty has it all figured out. You mean you know who the culprit is? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her?
Wait.
Hey, wait a goddamn minute. Are you gonna just ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know you're all dumber than fleas, but you gotta know how... But even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose? You just read the book, dude.
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. They are diversions.
Could it be?
Diversions?
Listen up.
The culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something. That could be the case.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Homo's job? Not Sherlock Homo.
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. She may be on to something, but she didn't complete that thought. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
What's the hell her problem? She's on the rack or something? Jesus. Why are you so prude? So Angie made these wax dolls. The resemblance is pretty uncanny. Like I say, the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Oh, she about to check some Ryoma schlong. Maki tried to look up the wax figure skirt. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you roll that way, huh? Stop that. Shuichi, don't act like you ain't seen what was up. Kaede's skirt when she was going to get the thing from the bookshelf. And then she pulled out the porno and yeah. What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? If you like wild or wax dolls so much, then go fuck that doll already. Whoa. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me is a waste of time. Maki.
Hey.
I just wanted to confirm something. We got to this lab. You sure the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. Somebody has the key. See, if you look at the door, there's a keyhole. So if you killed Angie and walked out and had the key, you could basically lock the door back. And you can even throw the key back in there and close the door. But the key will probably have gold on it as well. It is really locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. It wasn't Kokichi. Kokichi didn't do this. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them in the keyhole of the lock. But he did show up conveniently, though. Like, super conveniently. Like, he knew something. There, open sesame. I feel like he knows who did this. So he picked the cylinder lock open.
Hey.
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him? No, they didn't. Not saying that they couldn't have, but they didn't. They went through the back door.
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The monoclubs took the key. But Angie had a key. Okay, here it is. But there's only one key, so don't lose it. Be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the doors or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Mono then swiped the key from Mono's feet and lifted it into his mouth. Unless there was no key and Angie just leaves the door unlocked when she leaves. And she could walk in and then lock the doors when she's inside. He ate it. So Kichi is the only one who could have opened and closed the door from the outside, right? Yeah. The person who killed Angie got let in. Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from the outside, but someone inside could have opened and closed it as they please. So the front door was locked from the inside the room?
No.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. It was. If there's no key, then yeah, they would lock it from the inside the room and then walk out. Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of the possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes, how did the person who locked the doors got out? The front door. How the culprit got out the classroom after locking the doors. Art lab's front door. It's strange that the front door and the back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery.
You're right.
The cylinder lock's key was taken by the mom cubs, so both doors could be locked from the inside. But only if you rely Kokichi's lock picking right. He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab, but that doesn't explain the back door and the gold. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he picked the lock from the outside by picking it, locked the door from outside by picking it after Angie was killed. That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab. Yeah, I feel like he knows who killed Angie, and he's just been hanging around. He's clearly suspicious. But that solution seems a little too convenient. Yeah. What else is in here? There's still things I need to investigate. Like what? What's this? What's over here? I've talked to everybody. We got the front door. It's unlocked, but I think there are some things that still need to investigate here. Like I don't talk to everybody. Angie's body one more time. Or is there something over here that I guess we didn't check Kirimi's wax body. This is where the wax was. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. Let's talk to Maki again.
By the way, that's right.
Okay.
That's true. I knew it.
I don't need all this long dialogue. Things like what? I've talked to everybody. You want me to look in the monitor? Is it the rope? The rope? Wait. No. Not the rope. What's that on his shoes? What's that on his shoes? I don't. Do I need to talk to fucking?
Ah, that's true. No.
What am I? What am I missing? You?
Fucking.
What am I? I don't. I done investigated everything. You want me to observe the sword again? Like what the fuck do you want? Like yeah, I'm not There's still a lot of mysteries I need to solve at this stage. Yeah, I need to go to Q's lab. So let me go to Q's lab. What the? This is literally the neck. Like what? A pool of blood. What? A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This is from the back of the neck. This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue investigation from now. What's wrong? It's not important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue. I be dissing my man. He's the luminary of the stars. I think we finished investigating everything from now.
Got a minute?
Is that really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up. You're right. First, we should investigate Shinguji's lab. We may find a clue related to the katana. That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is there something wrong, Maki? It's just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
If you got a thing for me, well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. You know what I'm saying? You come back to my place, and you know what I'm saying? We can investigate some other things. It's not if I ask you to be my partner, but it's fine. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Alright, let's blow this popsicle stand. And don't get on me in the comments talking about there's a button that show you the things you can look at. I'm on a keyboard. Let me be. I always feel like I'm gonna get jump scared in this hallway. Like, look at these eyes. Those are eyes. Then what is this? All right. Shinguji, who's in your lab? No, Kukichi was in there touching shit. If I remember correctly, the Golden Leaf Katana is from... Yeah. Whoa. Something happened over here, too. Somebody took the dog cage. What was the dog cage ritual for? Like seance, it's just a sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the golden leaf katana definitely came from there. I'm sorry, David. That's not the key suspicious. This is his research lab after all.
No.
Not necessarily anyone could have come in here and taken it, but the dog cage is missing, which he was trying to use to communicate to the dead. So we gotta figure out what that dog cage seance, what that's about, because maybe he's talking to the dead.
That's true.
Fair enough, anyone could have done the same for my lab too. Golden Leaf Katana. I hear this nigga come, the nigga that came in touching everything. What are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway.
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance? Yep, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog in the cage already, but I think we need the sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet. Study. So let's see. Alright, it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Caged Dog Village right here on the cover, so that must be it. Let's see, what does it say about the Caged Child Seance? Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I see the Caged Child is mentioned here. What does this say? Oh, it's Japanese. Kiyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in the picture. Okay, it's on quarter. You need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kiyo said. First, to draw the magic circle, pass down the caged dog, pass down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel like and curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on the stone. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Oh, this doesn't sound good. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. This says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue? When preparations are complete, turn on all the lights and create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are standing at a corner of the room. 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the cage song. After the song acts is the cage child, then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the... Huh. So apparently, you're supposed to be able to mimic... The seance will allow you to mimic the voice of whoever you want to speak to. And that's all it says. So, does Shinguji have the ability to just... I don't know, Shinguji looking a little sus. Sounds complicated. Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kiyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. Yeah, before the murder. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I already have it memorized. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
Right?
Yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because it can conduct the seance without it. But is that even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're curious, if so curious, why don't you join the Shuichi?
Well,
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet. And the crazy thing is, it was 4 effigies hung up in 4 distinct spots. They never said you needed like a lot of people, like the participants didn't have to be alive. Oh no, they need to sing the song.
That's
Never
true.
mind. Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe it or not, as detective, you should be able to observe what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one with Monokuma. First one was like Monosuke, then Monokuma, and then Mono Kid. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Alright, let's exit out this bitch. Alright. Oh god.
Hello.
So Koichi tells me you was to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. Well, you are most welcome to join. That is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including spirit medium, may join.
Oh man.
What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking about this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. Gross.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo. Why y'all doing Robo Kodo like this? Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? They forced you to what? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me.
No one's apologized yet.
Oh man.
Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude.
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. Nigga, I didn't do it. These niggas voted you out. What did I do?
So then.
So now, Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped on. You drew this with magic salt?
That's correct.
Always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it also may unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the
Do
picture.
not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Cage Child song memorized. You must do the same. Now, Shinguji's super sus now, because if he knows all this about this one book and he's the ultimate anthropologist, I'm pretty sure he's had the Necronomicon memorized as well. And will be intrigued with resurrecting. Like, he played it off like, yeah, resurrecting a body doesn't seem like something that's possible. But he knows his stuff, so he would know about this stuff and what's real and what's not. And the fact that he's memorized this stuff makes him super sus.
Do you understand?
I've copied the words to the song down here. Please commit to memory. At last, at long last, your young guard dog and a little lost girl, sealed within one iron cage, on mountain's bottom, within the darkness. At long last, how many will there be by dawn? How many will there be by dawn? Will it be two or just one? Will the guard dog run from far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at last, at long last. Bars. Everyone else has already memorized. After all, you're unable to read in the dark. We have to memorize the lyrics now? You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to task. Here's the melody. At last, at long last, I'm on your ass. I listened to Sakio sing the song and did the best to memorize the melody and lyrics. It's gonna go to this beat. At last, at last, at long last, that at. Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Well then, let us begin this ritual right away. Yeah, we finally get to see Angie. Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It will work best with the girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that let Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. Yeah?
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, you keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. See, the problem with Tenko doing it is that I feel like she would fake it.
Please.
She would fake it in order to please Himiko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you train too much. You're probably right. It seems the two of them made up. That's good. Well, one of them's the killer.
So then.
So now that we decided on the spirit medium, let us begin. Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle.
Turtle.
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
It better.
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Oh, shit.
Like this?
Toot that thing up a little more.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Yeah, stay right there.
I have 5-star flexibility.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Look, she already moved. Start now. The rest of you must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
Let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage on top of Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. Don't leave anything to Koichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully as not to disturb the magic circle. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm super duper strong. I shouldn't have lied.
I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue was quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Somebody fucked up the circle.
Oh, holy crap. This weighs a ton.
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Yeah, alright.
Sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Hey, I guess that's fine then.
Please don't let there be a second murder.
Let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then,
This is the point of no return. Tenko, after this, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance.
well then,
The rest of us should move to the corners of the room. Please go to your choosing. We stood in each a different corner.
now we darken the room. Okichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
So you were at the warehouse, huh? Shinguji, you was at the warehouse, huh? What about these ropes? Where these ropes come from? You're sus. I'm on your ass, Shinguji.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I kind of booted. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Excuse me. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner, then began singing.
At last, at long last.
Yeah. He'll let us all in the cage child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom with
Oh, y'all need this beat on key. He at last, at long last.
how many will there be by dawn?
Come on, Shuichi.
There be
Bring it up.
two or just one?
Good job, Kiichi. God damn. Tenko's dead. The thing fell on her.
Will the guard
Oh no, it fell through the floor.
far away?
Or somebody fell through the floor.
Did it eat the little girl?
Y'all just not gonna pay attention to that?
Last,
Y'all ain't gonna pay attention to the thonk?
at long last.
Y'all ain't hear that thonk? We finished the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the cage child Angie Yanaga? He began calling. Now if the medium answers.
say,
What's going on?
say.
What's the matter?
You're not supposed to talk.
Hold on.
Himiko, I'm very clear that you were not to speak, yes? Something's weird. Why won't she answer? Because she done fell through the floor. Maybe it failed.
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly. What? Is that okay? Just for now. We fell through the floor. Man, strike a match and light the candle once again. She fell through the floor. Oh, wait. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail? She fell through the floor. But how did nothing else cave?
It cannot be.
The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is Tinko still in there? No. She fell through the floor. Tinko?
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit answers her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove the objects from the circle must be the same ones who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing how this is a failure, I don't believe any spirit is sticking around, but however, she fell through the floor. Which I'm surprised, nothing else. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed how to clean up everything. We were careful to move everything exactly in the order of Kyo. Wait, she's still there? What the fuck? Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside. Is she dead? I see blood. I see blood. Something is amiss. Is she dead? Did Angie and Tinko just switch? Did Angie die, and then the Necronomicon and the cage dog thing switch, and now they revived Angie but killed her? What the fuck? Not one person could lift that dog statue. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and Tinko is dead.
Tinko!
Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage and lifted it, and Tinko is dead. We have 2 dead people. How? Oh, floorboard. Floorboard. Wow. Wow, floorboard.
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during this investigation? Maybe Monofee's green puke was predicting this strategy. It's yellow now.
Ah!
The puke's color is normal now. I guess it wasn't predicting this.
Wow.
Everyone please assemble in the seance room. Wow. 2 people are dead. Huh. Huh. Who isn't in this room right now? Maki wasn't in the room. Kaito wasn't in the room. It didn't take long for everyone to come running. Miyu wasn't in this room. Samigi wasn't in this room. Gonta also wasn't in this room.
What?
Tinko, seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tinko, Gonta, so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Shuichi, please explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening? I think there's only one black man.
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during this investigation. I guess for now you should maybe start an investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Hansi may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tinko, yes?
if so,
So Tinko might have killed Angie, and then somebody killed Tinko. So what happens in the event there are two murders by two different people? What if there are two Blackens? Well, we need to find them both at the class trial.
that's right.
Now that you mention it, is a good point. What would happen in the scenario? Ooh, Kibo was kicked out of the seance. Felt like we gotta suss him too. What would happen? I don't know. What would happen? What would happen?
Not that.
Why do you look lost, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know what to do. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we don't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him.
Hooray!
Has he already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. God, bro. Change back. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like this. It's all your fault, Monaco? Daddy, help. We don't know what to do on our own. We must use the power of love. That'll snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been in love before, Monodam. Oh, you're about to die in this trial. Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal. I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Oh, you're making me blush. Ew.
Here I am.
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling.
Ew, don't lick your bald one. What are you doing licking the bald one?
Academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation. Oh, that tickles.
Monophy, don't lick him back.
It's getting me all soaked.
Look at Monophy licking him back.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing. This better not awaken anything in me.
Hey! You can't fucking do that. Spike, you're a different type of weird.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. Normally, companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is just to leave whether you have permission or not. Wait, so then, who's the baldy then?
Yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay, like we agreed. Now take it and get out of here. I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that the nuisance is away, it's out of the way. What were you guys talking about again? Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two Blacking candidates?
I'll answer that.
It's first come, first served. First come, first served. The Blacken who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target. In other words, if the Blacken who killed Angie isn't the same who killed Tinko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the Blacken. Basically, Tinko's killer wasted the kill, and Tinko herself is a waste of a victim. I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
Go ahead.
Also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Boy, everything's going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders got to be able to take decisive action, and decision is just the worst. You talking all that shit, and Monodam, I'm about to clap you. Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. Yeah, Monodam was about to clap you. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I'll never let any of you go. You better let Monodam go. This nigga is a serial killer. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some Spike. Dangan, you gave us excellent fan service with all the girls in the hot tub. Dangan 2, you gave us characters like Akane, who was just stacked and yeah. Ultra Despair Girls, you gave us a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, Toko action, which was flames. Here we are in V3 and making Monokuma his daughter do weird stuff. Like, come on, man.
So long. Farewell.
Give me some real action, man. Mono damn, he is not happy. So to make sense of it all,
Listen closely.
both murders have different culprits, and our votes will determine Angie's killer. Now I feel like Tenko's Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in
How
case.
exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting
Piece
excited.
of shit.
You fucking psycho.
Shuichi!
Shuichi, this is bad. This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone was upset and confused. And I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
So this is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, then let's check out the Monokuma file first. Bring on Tenko. Should be no Keto Master. 4th floor in the middle of the empty room. Time of death is exactly 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the neck. Stab wound. So we have the katana on this floor. We have to go back and check to see if it's still there. Otherwise, the stabbing would have came from one of the things from Maki's room. Stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death. Maybe Maki did this kill. Maybe Maki did this kill, because she did say, "I only plan to kill somebody if they plan on killing me." And Sumigi said that she mentioned that Tenko might have betrayed Angie and killed her. So that might have been when Maki came in and was like, alright, but how would she know that Tenko was going to be the one in the middle? Unless she was sitting under that floorboard listening. Maki looks sus. Doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. This nigga's freaking out. Oh, okay.
Hey,
What? Curse!
Okay, get you a little feel on.
Kaito, calm down.
Both of y'all, get a little feel on. Grab a little ding-a-ling. Maki, don't be scared.
No way there's a curse!
Kaido, grab some booty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For comfort.
Don't screw around!
you're the one who's screwing around.
Y'all need to screw around.
Did you want to die?
Damn. Knocked his ass out. Dull sound reverberated through the room. Knocked his ass clean out. Damn.
Are you okay?
He ate that though.
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad for a different reason. I gotta get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you to Maki roll. Kaito left the room and still a little bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence. True, we haven't had time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk. That's true, but Angie didn't Tenko? And to think, I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It could have been Tenko that killed Angie. It's all Glinta's fault. Glinta failed to protect friends again. Tinko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Investigation resume.
Well,
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we
Got
wanted
it.
to. Going to bring candles from the other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary. Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Huh?
Why? Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. New power?
his eyes lit up. I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Nigga about to blind everybody.
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function. Why is that in our true bullets? Why is that in our true bullets? That's not very whatchamacallit at all. Run magic circle. This is a circle Kyo drew. Well, at least it was.
Oh, dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it's unavoidable. Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt. Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I have even had spirits enter my own body. Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Monkey really doesn't really beat around the bush. Kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original
So
circle.
what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should have been written in the Kyo's document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seemed depressed. I suppose that makes sense. I want to look at this thing right here. The hole. Oh, there it is. Crooked floorboard. Ah, this floorboard is loose. It's like the one right under Tinko.
why?
Why is the floorboard
If I
loose?
remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have came loose during the seance. Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
Floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose this easily. Someone must have loosened it on purpose. Rot. Marker stone. There's a rock next to Tinko's body. That must be... Please rest your forehead on pulling the stone marker I placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it will work? It's certainly it is merely a marker for the forehead to rest upon. Like this. Tinko had her forehead on this rock hunched over. She made herself small enough to fit in the cage. This next class trial is about to be a doozy. Tinko's body. She took her last breath, crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her injury is the stab wound to her neck. The wound was fatal. It must have been caused of instant death. I didn't hear her screaming during the seance. Oh, wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Will Tinko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might have not been instant, but it could have gone as far before she bled out. What do you mean?
Point.
You were concerned about that, right? With the wound that deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well that makes
By
sense.
the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right, I don't see a murder weapon. That would be an obvious clue. It has to be that katana. There's blood on top of the cage. This is the cage used in the
is
seance.
this?
It looks like about 3 feet high and about 5 feet wide. It's pretty large iron cage, big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this...
The blood stain on the bottom of the cage is probably Tenko's blood, right?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine the splatter must have been from when
What do
she
you
was
mean?
killed. Which means Kenko was killed while she was inside the cage. No shit.
Okay.
I think you're right. Ken Tenko went under the cage before the seance. She was fine before we put the thing out under it. When the cage was lifted at the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain the blood stain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. No, but she was explicitly supposed to say something during the seance if the seance was to work. That is a possibility. Iron cage. What else can we look at? Let's talk to Himiko. Nah, let's look at this white cloth. It's the white sheet we use for the seance. Is there any blood on the white sheet? This is placed on top of the cage. Q was the one who removed it.
Is this...
The cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to the window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, there's a blood stain right on the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. Means Tinko wasn't stabbed through the cloth. She was stabbed underneath the cloth. It's the wooden dog statue in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, the wooden statue was on top of the dog cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. The wooden statue is pretty
I
heavy.
remember correctly.
Q said about 175 pounds. That's the weight, about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you ever been touched by a woman besides your mother? Golly, bro, you ain't got to go that hard.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding anyway.
Is this...
If this thing is heavy, if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tinko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. Didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. A lot of sexual tension between y'all. Alright. Let's talk to Himiko.
Hey!
Himiko, hey Himiko, be strong, Himiko. No, so if you shake Himiko that much, she's gonna break. But she's not talking. It's not like Himiko even here. She must be really shocked over Tinko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. Shinguji.
That cannot be.
Why did this?
I knew it.
Keon, another murder was pretty
But
shocking.
of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did my seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. Maybe your person died. That was the reason why it didn't work. He's more concerned about the murder than the murder.
Yes.
If we perform the caged child again and summon Tinko's spirit this time,
This is stupid.
cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance
Is
failed.
that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order for the seance to begin, we had Tinko, the spirit medium, position herself as a turtle with the magic circle, so she had her head touch the marker stone. Then Shuichi placed the cage over Tinko. And after that, I put the white cloth over the cage. Then all 4 of us placed a wooden dog statue on top of the cage. Afterwards, we stood in 4 corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. Finally, we saw singing the Cage Child song. The seance should have been complete, but now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Donk. Will there be two or just one? It is a mystery to me as well. I thought perhaps someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud song for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyu knows something. And then what happened?
Yes.
Oh, we called out to her, but no reply came. Shuichi and Koichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the stuff and went magic circle in the opposite order. First, all of us removed the dog statue. Next, I took the white cloth off. Himiko ran over to the cage, and then the moment she lifted, and then it sounds like Tinko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it would not be difficult in such darkness, and besides she was in the cage, yes?
Then?
And then she was killed. When was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yeah, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There's another problem.
Oh.
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I cannot simply figure it out. Maybe the books were switched.
Perhaps.
But you had the whole seance memorized. Maybe did someone move from their corner? Did someone else sneak
What's
in
the
here?
point?
Obviously, the seance was clearly a sham. Maki was never to pull up her punches. So during seance, should I talk to? Let me talk to Kibo.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will be the God of the light that shines on all of you. Kokichi.
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a Trent. Alright. Sumigi. I said things that made Tinko look suspicious. Now this. I'm sorry, Tinko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What?
Huh?
Because.
Crime won't bring Tinko back. And if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tinko, for all of us.
I guess.
You're right, Tinko will want us to figure out so she had no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. Miyu? The investigation is... Not the investigation. Is over and shut. It's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now for that cunt food's killer is obvious. Not cunt. What is this game? One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily. Seriously, the seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. The shit was too heavy to move. And there's no hole in the cloth, so nobody could have stabbed through it. It had to be somebody stabbing up. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So you believe that Tinko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit from Rain's God. Don't you even know that? Before it is true that Tinko was alive before the seance begins. Jesus Christ, I can't read. There's a point in over. No, well, I'm not gonna read that. Tinko answered the cue, so that point she was most definitely alive. But when the candles went out or relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the? What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That is maybe most important in the case. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to. I
Leave
didn't
it to
mean
me.
to. I don't care about what you're talking about. I want to talk to Gunta.
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gunta so ashamed. Why could he know protect friends? All right. Well, let's talk to Maki.
Well,
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on.
Uh,
The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just laying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Gunsa told me. That's the reason they're a little unstable. And they've only been laid on top. That's why they're
Wow.
pretty unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can imagine them to come loose easily. But if if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right? Yeah, I suppose. Well, there's something I still have to investigate here. The candles. Candles hung on the wall. They are the only source of light in the room. There are no available windows in the room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. How did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Uh, talk to everybody. Don't tell me it's to pull the blood again. Don't tell me it's to pull the blood again. Not to pull the blood. Not to pull the blood again. Tenko's body. Thank you for being there, Maki. You're a huge help. The biggest unanswered question is the murder weapon. What was the murder key to solving this case? It was probably that katana again. We looked at the dog statue. Hole in the corner. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get to,
is
but
this?
a hole. Looks like there's a space under here too. Hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
Huh?
What's something dropped down there? Was something dropped down here? Is it the katana?
Hey,
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for
You're
ourselves? Let's do
by
it.
the way,
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for
That's
light?
true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kiwo's light up here, that should be fine. Then I'll get a candle, remove the floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Alright, what's under here? There's a lot more spacious than I thought. You can pretty easily move easily on all fours. Somebody probably left from the other rooms.
well,
I would look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty sus of Kibo. But there's a candle down here. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room. This is the wall of the empty room, right? It looks like wood along there. This part has rotted away. It looks like natural rot. The hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been more difficult moving around under the floor. We did it all right because we had a light. Without that, there would be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around here. Then they could have used the light like we're doing now.
Well,
True. They use the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? I feel like Kibo did this one. Because he has a light installed inside of him. And it became a true bullet. Oh. What was the other one? Cut cross piece. Look, that cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut off. It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what we can see of it,
that's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by somebody. There should have been saws in the warehouse so they could have used that. This question is why. Another cross piece supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall and if this portion is missing. What purpose does it serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Bloodstain. Oh, I see something. Blood dripping from the gaps of the floorboard. Fresh blood is definitely Tenko's. A bloody sickle. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it. The blood on the sickle is fresh. That it is. That's the murder weapon. And it came from my research lab. It did. A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without using any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't have a chance. The blade is about 6 inches. Shinguji. 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 Cause something like this happened in Dangan 1. Or Dangan 2, I forget. It was Dangan 2. Cause somebody went under the floorboard. This is the very first murder of Byakuga. Somebody went under the floorboard. It was Tero. And the lights were pitch black in the room. And they were all talking, and Tero was talking, but he was talking from underneath the floorboards as he killed what's his face. And this was it. As he was singing the song, he went under somehow. I don't know if you could get under from that little hole in the wall or what. And then kill while still doing the ritual. And then come back. Blade is about 6 inches. And since Tenko's in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. Even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? A blade could fit through the gaps to the cage, but could it reach her neck? Cage is about 3 feet high. If you were able to stab it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think that's impossible. Then her posture in question. If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right? Yeah, it was kind of just lazy. If you could keep it under your clothes. Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those are impossible. I don't think they were under the floor the entire time. Sickle under the floor. Shinguji's looking real sus right now. Is there anything else? What's this? Dried blood. There's blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from Tenko's blood dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the other side of this floorboard. Did Tenko's blood splatter when she got killed?
That's true.
It went up, but I don't think it splattered that far.
Okay.
But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I'm starting to get fed up with all this dust. Yeah, Angie get revived and then killed Tenko after her death. After Maki and I crawled from under the floorboard, we put the floorboards back and we returned to our investigation. What else do we investigate at this point? It's not the katana.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise? We would investigate the other ones. What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the black one we need to vote for is Angie's.
Right.
The culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's body death, we should be investigating Angie's.
Okay,
Yes, of course.
but
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both deaths. I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene, we should probably hurry. Kibo is looking real sus, man. Yeah, I would like to leave. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Please don't be fucking Angie. Don't be Angie. Kokichi? Okay, now it's a lie. Wasn't he just in the room? What the hell? Did I surprise you? Were you gonna cry, scream and cry in terror? What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm just a little light-headed from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood. So what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through the floorboard? Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. Crosspiece was gone? Does that mean... Huh?
Confidence, dreams. That's what the killing game is all about.
Wow. This...
Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the killing game. The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
I guess time's up. Oh man, it's because you guys didn't have time enough to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought the document with me. But unfortunately, nigga, you better bring that with you. I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Q perfectly reenacted the seance as was written in the document. Didn't he already say he had copies of it? So, would it be far-fetched to say he could redo that and hide the original copy? He drew the magic circle the exact same way as it's drawn in this picture. Not only did he used the exact same tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. This nigga's about to pass out. Koichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Koichi. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes. What are you staring at? Staring at them little itty bitty yum yums. So thinking about it now, somebody had to have entered that room, removed the floorboard, did the deed after taking the thing from Maki's room, killed Tenko, and then left without. I can move to the. And then when Kokichi went to go check things out, he fell through. Kibo would have been the only one with the light, unless somebody took the candle down from the other rooms to use as a light source. I'm very sus of Kibo because he got kicked out of the seance. But Shinguji is also very sus. And this is just Tenko's death. I don't know about Angie's death. I feel like Angie's death was Himiko or Tenko. It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us. Less friends, meaning much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gunta. Yeah, good to just is best to help. If you wanted to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito level, idiot level, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito? Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but Maki Rose sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about doing any numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use these brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
booyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you speak, open your mouth, you become less
Rest in
likable.
peace.
Altua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Natua, considering what happened to Angie, who Atua loved most of all. She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice that tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
Oh, wait. Kibo. So maybe Kibo was instructed by Miyu to make this happen. How long are you going to say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, this trial is going to be rough. We got to catch up. We got caught up in Monokuma's trap. His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Save. That's what I'm gonna do. There's so much going on, and the fact that I thought Kokichi was about to die is even worse. So let's just talk to a few people. What do you mean by that, Kibo?
Please. Please wait.
It's true, though I do not know if I could be, if it can be attributed to God per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can't explain it, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it.
On your knees.
Shut up. Why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so
He's
dumb.
Robo-Kodo. Makoto's talking to him. That inner voice is probably just a radio or something, like in taxis or something.
That is not funny.
It was unwise of me to confide in you all. Kaito.
Damn.
This trial is gonna be rough since I couldn't do any investigation. Why did the seance fail? I never did figure out why. I respect the energy in Tenko so much. So no one's gonna be solved by crying about it.
All right already.
Besides, that was a lie,
It's a
wasn't it?
lie.
You guys have me figured out already, so there's no point in keeping up an act.
Listen up.
Try using your brain so I don't have to. My golden brain cells are a gift in the entire world. Alright. Did I already talk to Koto? Koto do his best to try to help. Himiko? Alright, she's not saying anything. So in the end, the culprit really was... No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts. She thinks it's Tenko.
Okay.
A tool and a ghost don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. Tenko killed Angie. And then somebody else killed Tenko. This is what I'm getting at. Because I don't think there could be a second person that killed. I'm gonna save all my Chimbodo thoughts until we get to like a solid save point before the trial actually starts. Because this is a lot. This is a lot. I feel like this is going to be a long ass class trial, and I'm not prepared to I'm recording this a lot earlier than I usually. As usual, we walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped abroad, yeah, I feel like this class trial is going to be a doozy. We descended 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 10 of us. We just lost 2 people, and we're about to lose a 3rd person. And so we fell faster and faster. Now we're to the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the door slowly parted. The light that shines on us from the other side, in the bright light of our future, or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. It must be because there's just even less participants now. Don't say that they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. Monodam is about to kill Monotaro. As much as I love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started.
Extreme.
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The 3rd class trial was to begin. Angie Unaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to prevent the killing game. Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated me, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The 2 were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? We need to pin that down in the class trial. In order to live, we need to find the truth. And I'll fight for it. I'll fight the truth and lies in this trial. Alright, let me save. Yep. Alright. Uh. Uh. All right. So. All right. So we're about to go into the class trial. All right. So Angie, I think pretty ideally we have to set up how the murder happened. Angie was in there. She made the effigies. Somebody knocked on the door. She was only letting student council in. So the student council people were Himiko, Tenko, Kibo, Gunta, and Angie. Right? Himiko and Tenko were the only ones who were near the door at that moment, or at the time. So we were, me, Kaito, Tenko, and Himiko were all there the night before her death. She died at 2 a.m. Tenko drug us down there because she wanted to talk some sense into Angie, and it ended up getting into an argument with Himiko. And then we left. And Himiko seemed kind of, stirred up by what had just happened. So it possibly could be Himiko or Tenko. It's just strange that Himiko was still there the very next day. I don't think if you murdered, you would return to the scene of the crime. So I think that's what leads it more to be Tenko killed Angie. But the only thing is the effigies being hung upside down. Like nowhere in the Necronomicon does it say anything about hanging the effigies upside down, which Shinguji was the only one who was mentioned as going into the warehouse, as he got the matches from the warehouse, which is where the rope came from. So for Angie's death, we have Himiko, Tenko, and Shinguji as possible suspects. Gunta and Kibo could be suspects, but I don't think they are. And then we move on to the second one. So now they're trying to seance Angie through Tenko to find out who killed her. Because obviously Angie let whoever killed her in through the back door. They killed her by taking the katana from Shinguji's lab and then locking the door behind them and then exiting out the front door while locking it. I believe you'd be able to lock it from the inside since there was no key. And since cylinder locks don't require you to, it would just close. Um, I think they're trying to suss out Kokichi because he can lockpick, but I don't think that's it. Um, oh, also Sumigi was also a part of the group. The whatchamacallit. I sussed her out too. Um, but I don't know. I don't think it's her. Um, then we move on to the seance, and they kick Kibo out. They kick Kibo out, and then Maki doesn't seem to want to be in the seance at all. And Kayato's nowhere to be found because apparently ghost stuff freaks him out. So we do the seance, and unless you could get in through that hole there, Kokichi said that, well, with Koichi going in the other room, we know that whoever killed Tenko had to enter that other room and remove the floorboard to go underneath, kill, get out, and not be found out. So I don't think it was anybody that was in the room that killed. I thought maybe if the hole in the back of the wall, you could enter through there, and then that way Shinguji would still be able to continue the seance, kill, and then get away with it. But I don't think that's the case. Kibo would have had a light source, a natural light source to go under there and see Tenko and then kill her with the scythe. And apparently he's been hearing voices. I think it's Makoto, but it could also be Miyu instructing him to kill, because she just rewired him. I don't know. So he's pretty sus. Kaito, he could also be sussed out for, but I don't know. He's been really sick, so I don't know if he would even muster up the strength to even come over here to intervene with that type of stuff. Maki is kind of sus because the scythe did come from her room. I'm trying to think who else wasn't in that room. Gonta didn't. I'm not sussing Gonta. Gonta showed he's a good boy. Sumigi's kind of sus because she's blaming Tenko for the murder of Angie. And I don't think that she has any particular reason, even though I do think Tenko did kill Angie. So the blacking would be Tenko. But if Tenko killed, oh, okay, so that makes a little more sense. So I'm like, if Tenko killed Angie, why would she want them to talk to Angie through the seance? But her being the medium, she could basically just move around and ignore all the instructions. But she wasn't expecting somebody to come kill her. So with that, I feel like Sumigi killed her. It was either Sumigi or Kibo that killed Tenko. And we don't know if we know the seance didn't work, so somebody has been messing with the seance stuff because he was pretty sure it was gonna work. I don't know. So maybe I have a better clue next time we join in, but for right now, death of Angie, I blame Tenko / Shimiko. Shinguji's also on that list. He's also there, but he's kind of like third. Death of Tenko, I'm sussing out Kibo and Sumigi. Those are the two people I'm sussing out. Kokichi's just a red herring. I feel like they have him too involved in all of the other stuff. And I feel like his importance to the game is far greater for him just to get killed off at this moment. As the Blacken. So I'm sussing Kibo and Sumigi. And if I was to add a third person, it's probably Kaito. But that's the order we have it right now. So anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. We're gonna power through this class trial. I know it's gonna be a long one, but we're gonna get through it. Anyway, if you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if they love Danganropa and they want to see how this plays out. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Wow, 2 deaths.